Well, New York, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. See, I got the money to pick up and leave. See, I let these stupid libtards mess our city up. Out of here. You know what I mean? And for real, any of your libtards say anything to me, I'm gonna start acting like y'all. That's it. Yeah, for real, that's it. It's no more than Mr. Nice Guy. Ain't none of that shit. That's all. New York, y'all stupid as shit. I'm leaving.
What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. So I'm going to do a follow-up video to the reaction because this started to set in. What is going to happen to New York? You got some New Yorkers are like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. And then you got people in Florida, Tennessee, Georgia, Texas, South Carolina. Like, I was like, wait a minute, who's trying to go to South Carolina? Even they're like, you can't come here. You're not welcome over here. Anyway, so you do have a lot of Generation Z, the Zers who are celebrating. They're like, we're about to get free transportation. We're about to get state-run grocery stores. We're about to be able to afford our apartment for $200 a month. And we're going to have free transportation. And, oh, my God, free. They're going to learn the hard way. But anyway, I do have some good news for you all. Actually, I have some shocking news for you. Y'all know that Somalian that was like running for mayor in Minneapolis? He lost. Now, holy smokes, does this not look like somebody who was a descendant of siblings? Okay, does his mommy and pappy not look like they siblings? I mean, I'm sorry, dude. Like, look at the... Okay, let me be careful. This is still YouTube, but yeah, Jacob Fry has officially defeated Omar Feta in the race of mayor of Minneapolis. So it looks like Minnesota, of all places, rejected socialism. They picked the very attractive white man, by the way, over this. Okay, I mean, wow. And you know, when Minnesota is more based in New York, it's over, baby. It's so over. But anyway, I went on Twitter and TikTok and I just started gathering some tears, but then I started gathering some other videos of warning. And I think you're going to find this video to be very entertaining and very educational. So without further ado, let's hear from the public that are in New York and that are not in New York, express how they feel about Mamdani winning last night.
They actually did it. They voted for a communist. New York City just voted for chaos, and guess what? They better prepare for it. New York City just voted for Zoran Mamdani, a self-proclaimed socialist, to mayor of New York City. You want to change? Congratulations, you're about to get it. Higher taxes, free groceries, zero accountability, and a city that's falling apart, ready to collapse completely. His policies, they sound great in theory. Transit, rent freezes, universal health care. But guess who's paying for it? You are. Businesses will leave, jobs will vanish, and the same people cheering tonight will be the same ones crying about why their rent tripled and their salaries, well, they disappeared. This has nothing to do with background or religion. This has fully to do with ideology. New York City just handed the keys to a man who believes that the government should control everything you do. The Trump movement warned you. We warned you. The entire country warned you. Now the country's financial capital is in a socialist's hands. Pull up New York City, because this is exactly what happens when you let socialist ideology, well, run your city. Get ready for skyrocketing taxes, fleeing businesses, and a financial meltdown described as progress. Us conservatives, well, we called it.
I don't take election night well. I know I go really hard. I'm very passionate, and there's nothing wrong with being passionate, but what bothers me is when people play stupid games and win stupid prizes and then wonder, oh, what happened? It's infuriating, because politics and elections are a mathematical, simple equation. And unfortunately for New York, we ignored math. I feel like the Curtis Lewa campaign was doing Common Core math when the rest of us were doing conventional math, and that's just a bad example of how delusion, greed, self-aggrandizing, and most importantly, the consultant class, when they put all of that first instead of the people. Cuomo was by far a flawed candidate, terrible human being, but much better than what we just landed ourselves with. I rather the evil I know than the evil I don't want to know. I'm sorry if anybody feels offended, hurt, but I'm sorry if the truth hurts. Curtis could have never won. He not only could have never won, he underperformed his 2021 election campaign by a remarkable 24 points. He lost 24 percentage points of his 2021 race. So I'm very sorry, but at the same time not sorry. I'm really sorry for New Yorkers that Curtis Sliwa couldn't see what we all saw months ago and begged him to consider to put himself aside and put the city first. Good luck, New York. It was nice knowing you. After 37 years, I'm out.
Now more than ever am I grateful that I left New York City. Y'all voted in Mamdani. I'm not even trying to get political anymore, but just like he's never even had a job before. And his first job is to be mayor. He has no idea what he's doing. He's a socialist psycho. I mean, I honestly I'm scared for the women in the streets there, if you live in New York City, get some type of self-defense, something on you. It's hard to say what will happen, that we have a general idea of what will happen based off of history of, leaders being communists and socialists. And to be honest, New York City is probably one of the best cities in the world. And it is going to have a really hard time recovering after this. But you know what? Let them have it. If the liberals need to learn, honestly, and they will learn. They're going to say, oh God, life's gotten so much harder. Yeah, well, look who you voted in. They're going to flee other places and realize their mistake. So you know what? Maybe it is actually a good thing that Mamdani became mayor. Maybe they'll learn.
Congratulations, New York. You just elected a man who promised that he was going to pay all of your bills using the money from anyone who makes over $1 million a year. So before we fast forward broke part of this story, let's talk some numbers. Currently, there are roughly 80 to 90,000 millionaires that live in New York City and about 125 billionaires. And between those two groups, they already cover about 48% of all of the city income taxes. But now Mamdani would like to jack up their taxes another 2%, as well as hike up corporate rate taxes on top of it. And y'all are all out here thinking that he sounds like Robin Hood. But here's what's actually happening. 10 to 15% of those millionaires are already planning to leave. Another 10 to 15% of the billionaires are shifting residency or moving operations out of the city. And another 3 to 5% of major companies are preparing to relocate entirely. Sorry, I left my crayons at home for this one, but that is a guesstimated $1.3 to $2.4 billion in lost tax revenue every single year. And when that money walks out the door, the city is not going to be chasing the rich. It's going to be chasing you. Because when the top leaves, the bill always trickles down. So when your rent starts to climb and your city taxes rise and your grocery bill goes up again, it's not because the rich got greedier. It's because your mayor ran the investors, the jobs, and the tax base out of town. And the only thing that's left to tax then is you. Is this the part where I say, I hope you get everything that you voted for? I know I'm still getting everything I voted for. Pretty dang happy with everything I voted for. Anyways, this was fun. Have a day.
America may never get New York back. My prediction, we're going to see a huge push of Americans leaving. And then we're going to see, in reaction to that, a huge population of people that are like him move there. He's promised free rent, free housing, free whatever, healthcare. And when we go through all the data that's been made available now that we have had the government shut down, we know that there's more people from Middle Eastern countries taking benefits than anybody else. I even saw that they leaked the numbers for New York, and the percentage of people getting free housing, the highest percentage, again, non-Americans, people born in Middle East countries. So what happens when Americans start to pull out because they don't want to be around that, and more of them move in? You're never getting New York back. They're going to always vote. First, it's going to be the mayor, then it's going to be the governor, and you're never going to see New York again. Yeah, this is way bigger than most people are anticipating. And this is going to help identify, is there anything that can be done about it? He was voted in. Let's wait and see. But the potential here for disaster far outweighs everything. And it's going to be interesting to watch. It's going to be interesting to watch because I saw some of the people that voted for him. They were American. They were Generation Z. And it just excites the fact that they can possibly get, free stuff, cheaper rent. They want to see if he's capable of doing it. Yeah, they're going to find out.
Well done, New York. You guys did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. Over the last 10 years, housing prices in and around New York increased 68%. New Yorkers were upset. The irony is that the last two mayors were Democrats. And how did New Yorkers respond tonight? They elected a socialist. They elected a devout socialist. Now, you think New Yorkers are upset at the cost of things today? Wait till they see how much free costs them. Well done, New York. Bravo. You did it.
So it looks like Mr. Zohran Mamdani has won. Congratulations to him. I do not like the guy, but New York City has spoken and they've elected a socialist, communist Democrat. So good luck to you guys. I am very nervous for the women of New York City because he wants to get rid of policing and instead send social workers. He says if it's like a domestic violence situation, he wants to send a social worker. Do you guys know that domestic dispute is a wild card for a police officer? And that's besides the traffic stop, that's the most dangerous environment for a police officer to be in because they're most likely to lose their life in those situations because you never know how violent the whole situation will be. And for New York City women, watch out, make sure you're covered because they're gonna start blaming you on what you wear for your essay. Good luck.
New York City, you did it. You elected Mamdani to be your new mayor. Well, did you know that he was backed by Alex Soros, son of billionaire George Soros? And both of them are millionaires, like father, like son. But anyway, that's just a little tidbit of information. Listen, I am almost excited to watch your mouth drop when you realize that the same hand that feeds you is the same hand that will starve you when they want dominance and control. Kind of like the shutdown of the government when they admitted they used you as leverage. Anyway, listen, Mamdani last night after he won, he said, I speak of Yemeni bodega owners and Mexican abuelas, Senegalese taxi drivers and Uzbek nurses, Trinidadian line cooks and Ethiopian aunties. Yes, I said aunties. I was looking for when he said Americans, but I can't find it. But anyway, I want to give you the rules because, you're going to be moving down south after you find out that socialism is going to fail like it has for centuries. So let me give you the rules about down here. Number one, respect. Southerners really like the Second Amendment, okay? Don't come down here rude and disrespectful because not only do we like the Second Amendment, but we also talk with our hands. And I don't mean sign language. Okay, number two, don't come down here yelling out where you're from like that's going to scare somebody. I'm from Queens. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Bronx. We don't care nothing about that, baby. You start yelling out where you from, we finna show your ass where you at. All right? Number three, aggressiveness is not necessary here. We really cool, we laid back people, so we take that as disrespect. We Southerners do. And we don't ask questions. All right? When you get all aggressive, we're not gonna ask you no questions. We just gonna do what we need to do. The only people that ask questions down here are cops and coroners. All right? So understand that. Last but not least, the South is the home and the origin of YNs and rednecks. And don't you think for 1 minute that they won't hesitate to unite like Voltron and get your ass up out of here. Also, honorable mention, people like me, my age and stuff, both sets of those, the YNs and the rednecks, they consider us auntie. So you don't want to disrespect us either because they don't play about us. All right, those are the quick rules. That's the quick rundown because once you are out of food, water, and shelter up there, you're going to have to find somewhere to get it. So you can come down here, but just remember them rules, all right? All right, I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. God bless you. God bless America. God bless Donald John Quavius Trump. Doing an awesome job. I'll talk to y'all later. Call you back. Bye. Love you.
No, you are not allowed to come down here. We don't want you down here, okay? This is Trio Logic talking. No, you cannot come down here. We don't want you here. Don't come down here. Go to Texas. Go to Alabama. Don't come to Georgia. We don't want you here, okay? Also, we got constitutional carry, we got stand your ground, and we got the castle doctrine. And we love our guns down here. So don't come down here. Auntie, I love you. I really do. But no, they're not welcome down here. They got to stay where they at.
When you Democrat voters are dealing with the highest taxes in the nation, or you call the police and you get a social worker instead, or you get an influx of illegals flooding your city, when criminals who commit heinous crimes are released back on the streets because of no cash bail, when marketplace rent goes way up because of all the rent control apartments, or your local favorite grocery store is shut down because a government-run DMV grocery store moved next door, when you sit in a pool of piss on a bus or a subway because the homeless just hang out in it now because it's free for them to go in. Don't come running to Florida. Don't go seeking refuge in a red state. You better lay in your own mud pit that you voted for.
Do not bring your asses down south, okay? Stay up there. Y'all done made this mess yourselves. We got enough of y'all down here. Don't y'all come down here and happen. Don't do it. Stay up there. Fight for your right. If you're on our side, fight for your right. Get it back. Don't flood your asses down here. Don't do it, okay? If y'all on our side, we love you. Stay the hell up there, okay? Sincerely, all Southern people. Thank you.
And there you have it, taters. So, yeah, like I said, I don't know if you all want me to make a video of all these Gen Zers like celebrating how they got somebody that's going to give them free this, give them like very reduced rate apartments and all this other, like they really are celebrating. But I only see Gen Zers. I really don't even see many millennials. As a matter of fact, I don't see any millennials. And I definitely don't see any Gen Xers and the boomers. So this is going to be very interesting. But if you want me to show you that side, I don't think you want. Just let me know in the comment section. I don't think you want to see that. Okay, it's like basically watching sheep actually cheer on the wolf to guard them. Okay, like this is crazy. But I do want to show you one meme before I go by 50 Cent. He posted this on his Instagram. It's RIP New York City, founded in 1624, died in 2025. Woo! Tell the truth, shame the devil. Anyway, let me know what you think. Hey, my mind has not changed. And let me just say this about a few of you who were pretty upset the fact that I was okay with Mamdani being the mayor. Listen, I love New York. I do. But sometimes you have to let things fall. And fire is cleansing. It is. When something is so crazy, you just got to cleanse it. And I'm not talking about physical fire. You all know what I'm talking about. Let it just turn to Armageddon. Let it turn into a lawless area. They're about to let all of the men out of jail and all of these crazy people. And for those of you who are like, I'm a conservative, listen, we have warned you all about this ever since they started censoring us after Trump won. Did you not forget that? The censoring was happening in 2016, December 2016 on and beyond. And then, if anything, should have told y'all to get out of there, COVID and Biden being the president. And you're like, you was going to stick it out because you thought that Trump being president was going to save you? Nah, I'm sorry. You guys had plenty of time. The same advice you all gave to the people who are on EBT. You should have said you never should depend upon the government. You should always be prepared. You should stock up and realize that you have to do for yourself. Well, the same advice can go to you. You could have done all this to protect yourself. Okay, if you don't want to leave the state, then just move up into the suburban area, move into the red area. But for those of you who just want to stay in the city of New York because you just like it and you don't want nowhere else, then deal with the consequences of staying there. It's too high. I don't even know why you want to stay there. You can stay somewhere cheaper in the suburban areas of New York, the state of New York. But hey, do you? But all I'm saying is don't come down here. Y'all gonna have to stay up there and deal with this, okay? So get mad. I don't care. I'm just being honest. Anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know how you mad at me. But give me a like on this video. And if you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, taters.